Hello everyone, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Today we are doing the wine called Merlot, and it is for the final day. Today is the Academy Awards. Now, if you notice, the Flamingo Floozy is not here with me. Why, you ask? When I told her what the wine I was going to drink, she said, "I'm not drinking any effing Merlot." Just kidding. Actually, she's not here. She's been feeling under the weather. And the Merlot, if you understand that line I just said, that's Paul Giamatti's character in the movie Sideways. And it is a classic line that, for whatever reason, his character had this serious aversion to drinking Merlot wine. Now, this wine is not open. I will open it here in a minute. And it is Hampton Bridge 2005 Napa Valley Merlot, 13.5% alcohol by volume. Now, it doesn't say anything special. It just talks about Hampton Bridge, the historic landmarks, etc., etc. Now, the reason that I wanted to open this bottle here on the video with you is because it says 2005 on it. And we're all aware it is currently 2024. Now, does Merlot wine last that long? I don't know. I don't drink a lot of Merlot, so if it's no good, will I be able to tell? I don't know. I'm not sure whether I certainly can expect that Paul Giamatti's character will in no way ever consider drinking a 19-year-old Merlot, let alone a fresh one. So let me get this open here and we'll pop this cork and see what we come up with. Now, this doesn't say anything in particular on it about, hey, you should drink it within 5 years or anything of that nature. Like, again, all it talks about is the history of the covered bridge, and we're talking about the label and stuff on it. So let me see if I can get this going here. Ow. There we go. Now, I'm going to refer back to earlier videos where I told you about the 5 S's of, of drinking wine. The first one was to see. The second one was to smell. And obviously, the first one where it says see, he said that you should see it to see, make sure that there is no, I can tell you right now, that wine has gone bad just by looking at it. See it? I don't see any cork pieces or anything. It just has a really brownish colored look to it. That has a really odd smell. Now, remember I was telling you, if it has vinegar, nail polish remover, or wet cardboard, is what the video of the gentleman I watched said. He said, send it back. Now, what do I smell there? I think I do smell a hint of vinegar. I don't smell fingernail polish remover. No acetone smell. I can't remember what wet cardboard smells like, so maybe I'm with Paul Giamatti on this one. Maybe I'm not drinking any effing Merlot today either. I will try it one time though. It's not bad. It smells worse than it tastes. So this being my only bottle of Merlot, I don't know what else it should taste like. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick flip for you, but it'll take longer than that for me. I'm going to get a different bottle of Merlot, and then we're going to come back and we're going to compare these two. Ready, set, go. Okay, now we are going to try a much, hopefully better bottle of Merlot. Thanks to my boys down there at the Spirit Shop, I stopped in there and got a bottle of Merlot, explained to them that I had tried one and was able to explain to you fine folks out there why that bottle was no longer good. So now we're going to have a good one. Funny thing is, I told him I wanted a bottle of Merlot, and he said, that movie Sideways kind of ruined Merlot a long time ago, but now it's making a comeback. Well, I told him that's a perfect segue because this is all about the movie Sideways, because tonight is the Academy Awards, and we are going to enjoy this bottle of wine watching the Academy Awards. And so he offered this bottle up. He said this is a very reasonably priced. This one was $30 plus tax. And 2020 Merlot from Le Cole, number 41. Now, it's got a lot of notes on this thing. This one doesn't say anything on here. This one is 14.5% alcohol by volume. This is a 2020 Merlot. Now, according to the winemaker, it is a blend of 82% Merlot, 15% Cab Franc, 2% Malbec, 1% Petit Verdot. The winemaker says it should exhibit lively aromas of plum and black cherry, accented by tobacco leaf, crushed roses, cedar nuances. This Merlot presents an enchanting old world character, full-bodied and vigorous, bursting with flavors of macerated berries, coffee, and kirsch. I don't know what kirsch is. Pardon me, my nose is itching. So, charming and inviting, it finishes with balance and a satisfying longevity. Now, this one came with 5 different ratings from professional places. James Suckling was one, the Wine Enthusiast, Wine Spectator, the Decanter, and then Wine and Spirits. And they all have a little bit of different takes on what they think the aromas were. For instance, James Suckling gave it a rating of 92 and said, aromas of dark and blueberries with toasted cloves, nutshells, and dark chocolate. There wasn't a hint of tobacco there, which the winemaker said he might smell, crushed roses, and some cedar. James Suckling didn't catch all that. The wine enthusiast says, a dazzling aromatic show of dark raspberry, citrus, wet slate, and crunchy dry leaves. I don't know how anybody knows what wet slate or crunchy dry leaves smell like unless you just go see a piece of slate in the rain, or you crunch up dry leaves and put them under your hand. The Wine Spectator says, they didn't talk about the aromatics. The Decanter gave it a score of 90 and says, aromas of blue fruits and crushed black slate marked with a note of smoked cedar plank. So some of those are going back and forth. You got the blue fruits, the cedar, and the crushed slate. And then Wine and Spirits gave it a score of 90, and it says, has a dark plum scent, a hint of smoke, almost if the fruit were halved and grilled. I can't wait to try this one. And I shoved that cork back down in there to carry it over here. See if I can get it out. All right. Got a nice, rich red color as opposed to the previous one I had, which was turning brown. Looks nice, smells great. Wow. I can smell the plum, maybe some black cherry, but I'm not going to get any of that other stuff. Toasted cloves, nut shells. I might get some, what is I'm looking for? A little bit of chocolate, maybe? Smokiness. The smokiness is coming through the more I smell it. Wow, that's crazy. I never smelled smoke in a wine before. All right, let's give this a shot. That is a little more dry than I expected it to be. But it does have a very smoky flavor. Let's see what they were going to say about the taste. Let's see. The winemaker says full-bodied, vigorous, bursting with flavors of macerated berries, coffee, and kirsch. Again, I don't know what kirsch is. James Suckling says medium to full-bodied, an array of velvety tannins wrapped up in juicy core berries. Wine Enthusiast says silky tannins and flavors like blackberry, black tea, and orange peel. I don't know if I got any orange peel. Black tea, maybe. Wine Spectator said full-bodied, intense in structure, retains a sense of finesse with black and red currants, savory herb, and licorice flavors that finish with a tannic snap. Decanter gave it aromas of blue fruits and crushed black slate, marked with a note of smoked cedar plank. I'm smelling that. Taste-wise, maybe a little bit. The palate is lushly fruited with ample blueberries, cassis, and dusty black cherries, savory notes of sagebrush and bay leaf, and a stony mineral finish. All right. Wine and Spirits. Here's the one that says dark plum scent with a hint of smoke. It says it's dusty and charry, but has plenty of acidity. I agree with that one probably most of all. Probably the dark plum scent, hint of smoke, and you definitely have that that smoky flavor. That is a really, really good Merlot. Mike, I think you hit it out of the park with this one. That is really good. So obviously, I would give a high recommendation to L'École number 41, 2020 Merlot. I looked on their website, and it is the 2021 vintage is out now. I didn't see any of the 2020s. I didn't see any later than that, later than 21. So they may have rotated. And I did notice that the descriptions that the winemaker was giving for the 2021 vintage was different than what these were. Luckily I looked this up to see if they were the same, and they are not. So pretty interesting if you do say so. But that is a wonderful, wonderful Merlot red wine from L'École number 41. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed our last 2 weeks of all of our famous movie and TV cocktails. Again, if you like this video, please subscribe, share with your friends, give me the thumbs up, and give me any comments below on what you thought about this series of famous movie and TV cocktails, and maybe we'll do something similar to that in the future. Hey, thanks again. Enjoy the Academy Awards, and we'll see you next time here at the Speakeasy. Cheers.